someone who knows about this is Jake Pinnick joining us now, a Wudang Kung Fu instructor. Welcome to the show, and let me start. How did you get involved in Kung Fu, or maybe I should say, what inspired you to become an instructor?
Yeah, thank you for having me today. That's a great question. Of course, I was inspired a lot by movies growing up from America, and that was a big kind of influence in the early days. But what brought me here originally was a sense of trying to be in control of my own health. I wanted to have a healthy body. I wanted to have a healthy mind. And I thought martial arts has something there. I was really interested in the philosophy, and so I took the opportunity to come to China.
Tell us more, because a lot of people, when they think of Kung Fu, they think of fighting, right? But that's only really one part of Kung Fu. A lot of it has to deal with the mind and sort of the way you reflect on things, and a very defensive posture. And the reason I bring that up, because that also helps us understand perhaps a little bit of the culture in China, because there is a part of both in each.
Of course, and that's one of the main reasons I would say I chose Wudang Mountain, because the martial arts here, it's a little bit different than Shaolin. It's the two main schools in China. And with Wudang, there's an emphasis on Neijia, which is our internal system. You can say like Tai Chi, Qigong, meditation. There's some of this to balance off the Kung Fu, the Wushu, the external side of it. So it's a more systemized form of training. There is a big focus on kind of perseverance through the martial arts, but a lot of that conditioning is to set you up for the internal practices, you know, building character, building flexibility, building softness. And that's definitely a very important part of Chinese culture. It's something that really can't be separated. Taoism, Confucianism, Buddhism, these are all connected in Chinese culture. And so it's very important.
And there's also what maybe how we would describe it here in the U.S. or in the West, we would consider it sort of part of health and wellness, right? Not just for yourself, but with everything else around you. Explain the interactions and the relationship there.
So we do have a really big focus on the culture. Like in our school, we learn Taoist practices, we learn health practices. We connect them through martial arts. So we have our conditioning forms for martial arts and for fighting, but this is maybe the introduction to the system. And then we're going to go into things like the Tao Te Ching for studying philosophy, for kind of building character and building kind of life experience and flexibility, so you don't have too much conflict, not just physically in conflict with like a fighting example, but also conflict emotionally with other people and things like this. In the culture, this is really connected to where, like in China, you probably know the etiquette is very important. The, you know, paying respect to your elders is very important. This is also part of the tradition in martial arts.
Right. Jake, I got a little time left. I just want to ask you, we've been showing some pictures of people doing Kung Fu, many of them kids. What's the challenge of getting this younger generation involved and sharing sort of what you know with them?
I mean, that's getting better now because more young kids are starting to be involved in it because they're seeing the benefits of a traditional practice, whether it's the art, whether it's the, you know, health benefits. But I would say that we're doing as much as we can with promotion, whether it's in media, whether it's on social media, trying to get more young kids involved, because a lot of people think that martial arts, Tai Chi, some of these softer practices are for when you get older, but these are lifetime cultivation skills. And so I hope that, like, I'm teaching my daughter how to train martial arts. She's 8 years old. She's been training for 3-4 years already. And I really hope this inspires more people to be active at a younger age, because it's really important to have the health benefits, but the social and the mental health benefits are also what I think would bring people to it.
Jake, I hope you'll teach my daughters a little discipline and both mental and physical. That'd be great. I really appreciate you, and happy Kung Fu Day.
All right. Thank you for having me. Happy Kung Fu Day.